We need Team Sonic's immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Jeff, Sonic 3 is here. It is so much fun. I think it's the perfect movie for the whole family. Me and my family sit down and watch all these Sonic movies together, and this is going to be no different. Now, obviously, all eyes are on the introduction of Shadow and Gerald in this film, but there's a number of iconic game elements. How did you go about balancing, adapting the stories from the games with original enough approach to keep things unpredictable?
I mean, that's a great question. That really is the challenge every time out with these films, because you know there's so many stories, so many characters that all the fans love and have been dying to see on the big screen. I mean, we certainly worked our way backwards from Shadow. I mean, Shadow got the top priority. We know we took so seriously, like introducing him, his backstory that is so beloved by fans, and just wanting to work so hard to get that right and to really just, honor what it is that fans love. So, but then it becomes, once we kind of nail some of those really sort of key story elements, then it becomes, what else can we sort of honor? What else? And so, of course, the Chow, as characters, it's like, we're in Tokyo, we know we can kind of like take advantage of this sort of culture that really does celebrate anime and animated characters. And like, of course, if there's gonna be a Chow-themed cafe or restaurant, it's gonna be in Tokyo. So once we kind of, had that idea, just watching the crew run with it and build out those ideas and craft this whole Chow-themed restaurant was so much fun.
Seeing the Chow pop up popped me. Like I was definitely on board. I was like, this is so cool. Now, let's break down that Super Sonic and Super Shadow fight against Dark. So much of the movie was set up for Shadow essentially wanting to help kind of wipe out the world. What was it like creating a moment to set up his shift into being an anti-hero, and how much did you take from Adventures 2 levels for inspiration and how that played out?
I mean, we're always looking to the sources for inspiration and visually and just whatever we can do to excite the fans. I mean, the every aspect of Shadow's sort of the backstory, his sort of like his arcs, his turns. It was something that it could be its own movie, and so having to like fit it inside a Sonic movie was the real trick. And so obviously we really worked hard on I mean, it's just sort of the concepting of those ideas. I mean, Shadow and Maria's relationship, how do we tell a really powerful emotional story, but it has to fit in a certain box because it's a big movie, there's a lot of characters, we've got a new Robotnik character running around, and we want to explore the family angle from Robotnik's POV. So it's all these great sort of story threads and how to kind of balance and thread them, and that it was an exciting challenge.
Now, for any Sonic fan knows that there is a post-credit scene, but there's 2 post-credit scenes, so stay in your seat, watch it to the end, you'll get a second post-credit scene. But I want to talk about those for a second, because how is the future of the franchise looking, and have there been talks of Sonic 4 already in the works or in development or anything like that?
Look, there are so many great characters. I mean, Sonic's been around for over 30 years. We love sort of working our way down the list, and it's fun to watch the fans online speculate. Like, everyone's got their favorites. On our side, everyone's got their favorites. And so, no, it really, it's fun to kind of make the debate. And yeah, I mean, the story idea is kind of, it's a package deal. I mean, we would never introduce characters at the end of one of these films that we weren't already excited about where they could take the story, because that's really what determines what characters get chosen. It's like, what would be new, what would be interesting, what would be a fun direction to take our world. And so when those characters like Shadow being introduced at the end of Sonic 2, we knew that he was gonna be such an exciting character and was really gonna shake things up in the movies. The choice was clear.
I can't wait for people to see this movie. I'm telling you, when that first post-credit scene hit, you just heard the audience explode.
That's
Fantastic
awesome.
job, Jeff. This is
Thanks,
an incredible
man.
film.
You were right about one thing. This ends now.